All right, so we wanted to add some more square footage to each of our rabbit hutches. And if you look at this rabbit hutch, here you can see the space that they have. It's a little over 2 feet by 2 feet, so it's probably 3 feet by 2.5, I think is right about the length. And then it had all this extra space upwards that they weren't using. So we built this little platform really simply, just a couple 1-bys with some fence boards I ripped in half and then some plywood on top, and now they've got all this extra space. So I made them a little ladder that they can climb up and chew on. So they climb up their little ladder and then they can pop up through this hole and get up on top, and when they're bored they can climb back down and come on out of the space up there, and then they can eat down here at the bottom or go up on top. And these guys are all from one litter. One of our ladies had a litter of 8, and then 2 of their brothers and sisters went to a new home. These guys are all up for adoption. If you think you see a cute one, I sure love them. They're really cute. You know, rabbits make great pets if you're not really trying to spend a lot of time with your pet. I don't think they make the best pets if, you know, you want something to hold and cuddle. They will allow you to pick them up, but they don't really care that much. They're not that into being pet. So see, they'll let me pet them, but that's not their favorite thing. They're not excited about it. But I give them all sorts of treats. We got some celery in here. I'm giving them some pellets, and we give them about 2 scoops of pellets. You know, and pellets should be a small portion of their diet. We give them lots of other treats, and they've got lots of Timothy hay up here. So I also, to make a little bit more space, I put some Timothy hay on top of a box. And this box is like their little nesting area. These guys are too young for having kids yet, but this gives them a little bit more space. They can jump up here to get away from somebody if anybody's being mean to them, and climb inside. There's a hole in the back, and they can hang out inside this box. Well, anyway, that's that. Somebody might have asked already, why do you have wood chips in your litter boxes instead of clay or anything else like that? Clay can impact their diet. If they eat it, it can impact their intestines and cause problems for them. So we use wood chips. They don't chew on the wood chips, but you can see what they're doing right now. She's peeing in there, and they'll pee in the wood chips, and they'll all get together and pee in the same spot. And I've already dumped this today, but this is what you do. The pellets fall down here, and the pellets all collect like every few months. But then over here, I keep the wood chips and the urine in a barrel. And you can see down in here, every time it fills up, I dump it in there, and it smells rather strong, but I just keep this lid on here. And that is producing potassium nitrate as it fills up. So at the end, probably, you know, every 6 months or so, I can take this and dump it out, and it will be the best fertilizer you've ever seen. So that's something that's pretty smart to do. Here, check out this other hutch I made. I just changed out the solar windows on my house. So all the skylights that I changed out, I took these out. I just boxed this one in with again another 1-bys. Made a little thing here to put in place. Lock that in. Keeps the door open. And then I made some other little spots here where they can get up high and have a little bit of coverage. This cage, if you wanted to have it made like this is a nesting box. It's just a box that I made with one end open and a little lip to keep the babies in. And under here, they've got a nice space to hide in, and then they can climb up the ramps and utilize some of the other things we made. So this was a bad idea. I made this little box with their pellets in it, and you can see all the poop in there. That's the baby rabbits just getting in there, eating and just pooping. So that wasn't the best idea. I think I'll continue to use the metal pellet holders, which aren't super expensive. They're only like $5. But anyway, this is another little cage. This is just old fencing. So I just repurposed some old fencing here, and that's that. Put a little hole in there, the water is sticking out. So they've got water coming into their cage right there. And this is kind of like a neat little thing. This isn't great because if it was left in direct sunlight, they would get too much light. But I like that they get light at night because all of our cages are outside. But this also helps hold in a little bit of heat in the wintertime, which is pretty cool. And otherwise, fresh air can come underneath. So this is all open under here. So it's all fresh air coming in underneath. And I think I will, there's a couple holes, but I will put a little bit, maybe cut some panels and make screened fresh air vents, because I don't want to trap any musky air in there. I don't want them to get any builds up. You know, probably not going to deal with like carbon monoxide or anything like that, but you could deal with a couple other noxious gases, especially from wood chips breaking down. One of them would be, what would it be? Man, I can't think of it right now. Man, it's just totally spacing it, so maybe I need to drink more water. But there is hydrogen sulfide, that's what it is. So hydrogen sulfide gas can build up and they can become a toxic level. You wouldn't want that to get into the rabbit's area, you know, and overgas them because it can build up. But anyway, that's that. This little rabbit cage has extra space, and it made it better for 6 rabbits instead of just being on one level. They can get up to 2 different levels, have a little box to hide in, and another little spot to get up on top. And that's really the only reason I made this video, so you guys could check out having different levels for your rabbits. Take a look at the grapes are doing well. The garden's kicking right now. We've got pineapple guavas flowering, probably not going to fruit much. A little bit of apples back here, loquats, fig tree, another apple tree. I love these columnar apples too because, man, they just produce really nice. Here come the chicks back in. Come on, guys. Just coming in, getting ready. It's getting kind of dark out. Hello, hello. Yeah, what are you guys up to? Yeah, just coming back in from hanging out, doing some free range action, getting some of those yummy treats out there. We built some other small little hutches and nooks. Let's go check on the other rabbits. All right, simmer down now. So this is Fern. She's the mother of all the babies you've seen. She looks a little rough because she just had this last litter, and this is her last litter. She's had 3 litters with us. One went before we got her. And here again, these little boxes can make fun little areas to hide. This little box has 4 different compartments, so the babies can choose a compartment and kind of spend their time hiding out, doing things that are fun in there. In here, this is the nesting box. It's closed on this end and open on this end with a small little lip built in. And I'll move it so you can see it. Here's the nesting box, and you can see she's put her hair on in there. These are just pieces of just some plywood that I've put together. Watch out, buddy. There's one of the little guys. Don't want to get smashed in there. You're making this hard on me. There you go. All right. There's some of the little babies. Hey guys. Hello. Hello. Oh, coming to sniff my finger. Maybe my finger has some treats. She had a litter of 4 with us, a litter of 8, and another litter of 4. And some of these fawn guys are super cute, like this guy right here. He's got really cute little markings. Yes. She's a good mom. All right, good job, guys. We also kept our male in with the babies from the very beginning and didn't take him out. So he stayed with her. Was a bad idea because after she started to wean, even before that, they already were breeding again. So that's why I had so many different litters right after each other. But it turned out pretty cool because I think she did a great job, and we're not gonna let her have any more because we don't want her to have too many. And over here I've got a little stash of Timothy hay and some pellets. Just keep it in a container like this. haven't found that the rats care for the pellets very much. I'm sure they would eat them if they didn't have a choice. They love the chicken food, obviously, and they'll definitely go after that. But other than that, got some extra wood stored back here, mostly oak. Well, hey, hope you enjoyed the tour. Didn't get to see much, but a little bit of what we're doing back there. Check in next time.